that maniac again, jogging down Main Street.
In his underwear, sweating like a pig. And what the hell for?
He's a damn flatlander's what he is.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys.
What'd you do that for, bitch? You stupid slut! Stop it! Stop it! Get Mr. Bradshaw now! Stop it!
There's a fight going on in the cafeteria. Mr. Stanley said to tell Mr. Bradshaw.
There's a fight in the cafeteria.
Winchester Police.
Chief Smythe, please, Denise. Mr. Bradshaw at the high school. Yeah, morning, Tom. Can you send a patrol car over? Yeah, another fight.
You teach here?
I used to.
I'm gonna go back into town.
Really got to, didn't it?
I just want to see what's going on there, okay? You need anything?
Are you sure? What's going to happen?
Oh, let them find someone else thinks he wants this job. Yes?
I'm Dennis Littky. I'm from the newspaper.
Only this time, tell them not to look for a principal, because these kids don't want an education, they want a warden. Put that in your paper. Gladys, I'll let you know where to ship my books.
Is it money? Town's too poor to have a good school.
You think education's expensive? Try ignorance. No, it's not money. It's almost never about money. When kids are out of control like that, it's either because they're bored or they think nobody gives a damn. If you don't care, why should I?
I haven't seen you this pumped up about anything since we left New York. Are you going to do anything about it? Besides write? Just asking.
Hey, ladies.
Oh, morning, Dennis.
Yeah, Beth, you still have room on the front page for this?
We'll make room. What is it? Oh, the high school.
Yeah. What's the process now?
Start interviewing candidates for the job all over again.
When do you start?
Tonight.
Hey, guys. You here to interview? Yeah, I'm Dennis Littky. I'm from the local paper. You mind if I ask you a couple of questions? You guys from around here? Have you ever been a principal before?
No, I have.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Mr. Jones. Right here.
Come in.
Sit over there, please. Excuse me, Mr. Littky, isn't it? We're interviewing him here.
Yeah, I'd like to listen in if that's okay with you.
No, I'm sorry, it's private. It's a meeting of the school board.
I don't think there are private meetings of the school board, at least not legally. You're a publicly elected board. The public's business has to be done in public.
I don't see anything wrong with doing this in public.
Okay, sit down over there. Mr. Jones's credentials are Cornell B.A. English, Master of Art in Teaching, State University of New York, several years prior experience.
May we be frank with you? May we be very direct?
Please do, I'd appreciate it.
All of us up here know we have serious problems. We don't sugarcoat it. High dropout rate, low board scores, no respect for authority. What we want to hear is, what would you do about all that?
Sir, that is the key question, not just at your school, but in American education today. The answer lies in respect. Respect for the school and respect for those who run it. And to have respect, those in positions of authority have to earn it. First, with personal qualities, and second, by setting a tone which lets the student know exactly what we expect from them. They have to know who the boss is right from the beginning. Then, once that's in place, I just believe in a traditional, basic, classical American education. The 3 R's. Set standards. Give them basics, give them values, let them know what you expect, and they will follow. They have to follow.
And then the second guy, he was like this Marine drill instructor type. Either the kids do exactly as he says or he's going to call the cops. And then the third guy, yeah, he was a real beauty. This guy, I swear, he was constitutionally unable to think about educating kids in a way that relates to their own lives. The first guy, the first guy. Yeah, at least he understood the value of respect. Except for him, it was a one-way street. The kids have to respect him. Nothing about him respecting the kids.
Where does it stand?
There's a second round of interviews tomorrow night. And maybe they'll find somebody, I know.
What about you?
No, I did that already. I've got other things going on in my life right now. I want to get away from all that pressure. I want to think about things, get to know my contemplative side. I want to get to know myself. Not to mention getting to know a certain cello player from New York.
Dennis, you don't have a contemplative side. Things get slow. You go out and you chop 8 cords of wood. For 3 days, ever since this whole school thing started, you've been on another planet thinking about what to do.
Well, folks, looks like nobody else is going to be applying for the job, so we better get straight on with the other business at hand, huh?
Excuse me, would it be all right if I sit down?
What for, Mr. Littky?
Well, before you vote, I'd like to just give you some thoughts on what I think you should be looking for in a new principal.
I'm aware that you moved here recently and that...
Well, actually, I've lived here 3 years.
I'm aware that you moved here very recently and that you publish a monthly newspaper here. I'm not aware that you have any special knowledge or experience in the field of education.
Yeah, I used to be a high school principal in New York.
Do you have credentials, Mr. Littky?
You never told me that, Dennis. Ph.D. in psychology and education from the University of Michigan. Distinguished Teaching Award, Assistant Professor of the State University of New York, Stony Brook. Most recently, founder and principal of the Shoreham-Wading River Middle School, Long Island.
You applying for the job, Mr. Littky?
Yeah.
Sit down.
Maybe we could ask Dennis some of the same questions.
What's your stand on dress code?
For me or for the kids?
Seems in your case we mean both.
Folks, what you see is what you get. Look, I know some of you have seen me walking around town. You know how I dress. For me to come in here with a tie and a coat on looking for a job would seem pretentious. A good principal moves around a lot. You want to be comfortable.
What about discipline? Where do you stand on shaping these kids up?
With all due respect, Mr. Wininski, I don't think it can be, these are the rules, you got to follow them, or I'm going to come down on your head. I think a much better approach is to create an atmosphere in which the kids don't want to raise hell. You know, if a kid feels really good about himself, he wants to learn. The more he wants to learn, the less you have to worry about discipline.
The bottom line for me is the kids need to learn their basics.
Absolutely, the basics are important.
I want them to be able to spell the name of the damn town. Can't spell, must be from Thayer.
Yeah, but you can't teach anything, including the basics. If a kid doesn't want to be in school, you have to change that.
How?
By building a school where learning makes sense to them, where it has something to do with their lives. Kids should learn to think for themselves, to use their minds well. Then it's the school's job to help them get excited about learning something. Okay, how? We have to find a way to hook in each individual kid. We have to find a way to turn that key. Then just stand back. Watch the excitement grow. I want every student that graduates from Thayer to be strong enough to be able to stand up and speak for what he or she believes in. I want everyone to have his own voice. I want everyone to have his own chance.
It seems, Dennis, Dr. Littky, you'd like this job very much.
The signal flag is up. They made their decision.
Well, don't you want to find out what it is?
I'll be right back.
Can I come?
We offered it to Travis Jones.
What, the guy from Cornell? Yeah, I thought you would. They felt safer with him, I bet. Well, it's, out of the three guys, he was the best, definitely. That's just as well.
He turned us down. Congratulations, Mr. Principal.
I've seen some of you on Main Street. When maybe you should have been in school. Or maybe I should have been working. You should have been fixing this PA system, which I am now using for the last time in my life. All right, as most of you know, starting in the fall, I'm going to be your new principal. Very excited about this.
Quiet.
Nervous about this. Behind this podium, my knees are knocking together. Look, I really just have one thing to say to all of you today. I want to make Thayer High the best school in New Hampshire.
In your dream.
And to do that, I'm going to need all of you to be involved in 1,000 ways. I'm going to meet with each of you personally, every single one of you over the summer. And I want to hear your thoughts. Every one of you. Any ideas that you have, I want you to share them with me. Because, guys, we're in this together. Good, good. One of you is into aeronautical engineering. I like that. Okay. Here's a questionnaire I'd like you to fill out over the summer. Get it back to me. It'll help me know what your interests are. Here you go. Fill the questionnaire. Hi. Here's a questionnaire for you to fill out over the summer. Get it back to me, and that'll help me know what your interests are. There you go. Take one of those. Here you go. Hey, whoa, guys. There you go. Got one? Yeah, just fill that out. Get it back to me over the summer. It'll help me.
Ah, the enthusiasm of youth. The sweet, childlike innocence.
Which kids are you talking about?
Kids? I'm talking about our new principal.
He looked like any principal you ever saw.
He looks cute to me.
What do you think, dear girl?
I think we've been doing a good job, despite what he says. Trying to, anyway. No, he does not look like a principal to me, either.
Looks like a hippie to me.
What the hell's the matter with hippies?
Nothing if the kids respect them and pay attention to them.
We had a principal who shaved and wore a suit, and look where he got us.
Take one of these, fill it out over the summer, and let me know what you think, okay? Terrific. Have a good one.
Hey, Tommy! Wait up!
Dr. Littky?
Yeah.
Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very serious. See, I'm not going to know what changes to make at the school unless you tell me what doesn't work.
I believe you.
What's your name?
Janie Quinn.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sheila, that fellow taking over the high school, have you heard anything about him?
Just that he was to the school already.
Lives in a cabin up the mountain with a lady friend.
No heat, no phone, no electricity.
Nothing wrong with that.
Says she's a musician.
I've seen him around. He runs the newspaper.
Did. He says he's giving it up to take over the school.
Arthur, what do the kids think about him?
Seems okay. I'm gonna wait in the car.
This whole thing has me a little nervous.
Somebody should keep an eye out.
Sheila, you've got Arthur there. Maybe you could keep an eye on things.
I need the school to look different. I want those kids to walk through the door the first day of school, and they know, man, bang, immediately, hello, things have changed, right? Okay. Is this where the kids eat lunch or fought World War II? There's a federally funded summer jobs program. How would you like some of our own kids helping you clean this place up? This is where we begin.
How does it look?
Great. Great.
It does? Yeah. Last time I stuck my nose in it was a hellhole.
Oh, no, that's just externals. We'll take care of those in 10 minutes. The custodian's already working on it.
Well, where are you going now?
Meet some parents. Want to come?
He says school's a waste of time.
Does he have a job?
He's got nothing. He's a real good artist, though. He draws all the time.
You think you can get him to come in and talk to me?
I could try.
Right away, though, before school starts?
No, thanks.
Got a brownie. Yeah, I think we'll get to that kind of stuff later in the year, definitely. Oh, okay, why don't we start, okay? Hi, everybody. Some of you I know already. Hi, good to see you. And those of you who don't know me, I'm Dennis Littky. Well, I guess Gail and Frank got down to cases the best. They said that they have no idea what's going on at this school. And when they do get news, it's always bad. Is that about the gist of it? Yeah. And Maurice said it seems like more kids are dropping out than graduating. And Connie's got no idea when her kid's ditching because the school doesn't keep any records. Anybody have that problem? Yeah, well. And I think we all know that one guy can't do it by himself. I need your help. I need your interest, and that we clearly have. Y'all came here today, which is great. And I need your involvement. Everybody in this room has got something that we need. Now, I don't mean your money necessarily. It could be your time. It could be your talent. It could be material, something. Everybody's got something to give to the school that'll make it a better place for our kids to learn. What do you say? Okay? How about it?
I speak Spanish. Would the language teacher want me to help?
Oh, absolutely. That's great. Could you give us, like, 2 hours a week?
Well, yeah, sure, as much as you want.
Fantastic. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
The lumber yard I work at, they've got lots of scraps. Could you use wood?
For building? Building is a great way for kids to learn. That would be fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, call me. Let me know if I can help. Thanks. Sensational.
Don't be so sure.
What?
There's some who'll be behind you and some who'll be behind you not.
Come on.
I saw their faces.
You're crazy.
You'll see.
Here to get my mother off my back.
Come on in, take a seat. Mike, right?
Yeah.
So, why'd you drop out, Mike?
School's a wasted time.
Well, the law says you're old enough. You're entitled to make that decision yourself. I'm going to give you a run for your money, okay? You got a job?
No.
Got any skills?
Not really.
Your mother says you're a good artist. Now, I just put that down to mother talk, but then the art teacher told me the same thing.
So?
So you want a job? A real job for money as an artist? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
All right, come on, I want to show you something. In here. Yeah, there it goes. See that wall? That's yours. You can call it your canvas.
You mean I can paint on it?
Yeah, like a mural, anything you want.
Anything I want?
No naked women.
So what am I supposed to paint?
That's up to you. It's not my wall.
I don't know anything about this stuff.
Yeah, right. Well, you better learn, huh? I'll call vocational ed. They'll get you some money for time and materials. Go to it.
Yeah, but...
I want to thank all of you for coming in. It's over the summer, on a weekend. You didn't have to do that, and I appreciate it. I think you all recognize that the school is in tough shape, physically and educationally. And I give you all a lot of credit for hanging in there as well as you have. A lesser group would not have survived. So, with your help, I hope to make a lot of changes here. Our real job is to find out what kind of environment works for the kids here at Thayer. And to do that, I have to draw on your thoughts and your insights. Now, I've already spoken with a few of you, and it seems that not one of you has seen a student actually studying in study hall.
Study? They use it as a demolition derby.
Right. And I haven't heard one of you say that you wouldn't prefer 6 months hard labor to 1 hour supervising study hall, so I'm eliminating study hall.
All right.
Next, Fred and Walter and I have been kicking around an idea. We want to start an apprenticeship program for the kids. After they finish their regular coursework in the morning, kids can go into town and apprentice themselves to local businesses in the afternoon.
Wait a minute. This is not a trade school. Our job here is to teach basics.
The purpose of this is not vocational. I mean, if they learn that, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is to teach art, science, English, whatever, in a real environment with real professionals. Then they'll come back into school, they'll give reports on what they've learned, they'll write term papers. But this gives them a chance to succeed in the real world. It'll give them a tremendous sense of their own self-worth. They'll be learning something at the same time. Okay? Now, the last major change is something called advisory. Each of you will be responsible for a group of students, 10, 12 kids. And you'll meet with them every morning before classes start. And you'll stick with that same group of students right through till they graduate.
We don't have time for that.
Barry, every student in this school has got to have one faculty member that he or she can count on.
I'm a social studies teacher, not a psychologist.
I'm asking you to be an academic counselor, okay? You'll talk to these kids about classes, about colleges, things like that. Look, I'm going to throw these kids at you. Each one of you going to run this the way you want. Who knows? By the end, you may learn to be friends.
Excuse me, Dr. Littky. We really are all very busy. Almost as busy as you, and I don't see how we're gonna...
It's Ellen, right? You give it a try?
I think it's an excellent idea.
Thanks.
I'll try it.
That'd be great. Thanks. You know, I want to give these kids options, choices. I want them to be able to choose a life and not be forced into one because they lack the skills or the energy or the imagination. So the fence will get the kids to use the walkway, then when the rains come, it won't be such a swamp around here, you know? All right, guys, it's beautiful. Hey, Rembrandt, I love it.
Thanks.
So you run with a pretty tough group of girls, I understand.
You asked me here to bust my chops.
Oh, hey, no, not me. I saw your left hook that day when the cops came.
That wasn't my fault. She tripped me.
Hey, joke. Look, I need something from you, Laurie. I understand from maybe a half a dozen people that you set a tone around here that other girls follow. So I figure I want you on my side.
Me?
Yeah. If you decide to help make Thayer a good place to be, the other girls will go along.
Hi there.
Oh, hey. Hi, Chief. How are you? Can you hang on a second? I'll be right with you. Thanks.
And why should I?
Because it's your school. And if it looks bad, you look bad.
Yeah. Well, your big problem here is that the kids are bad. See ya.
Hi, Chief. I'm Dennis Littky. I'm the new principal.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's nice to finally meet you in person. I've heard your name up.
Figured I ought to drop by. Winchester Police spends a lot of time here when school's in session.
Well, hopefully this year that won't be the case.
Yeah, we'll see. Say, Mr. Littky.
Dennis, please.
I'd like to offer you a suggestion. Shave off the beard. Get a haircut. Wear a tie to school.
Thanks. Thanks for the advice. I got a great idea. You know those post hole diggers? I'm gonna go down to the hardware store and get one. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey, it's looking great, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, Ellen.
Hello, Dr. Dennis.
There's a hot rumor that there's an oil field running right under the school. I'm gonna go wildcatting.
Bye.
Oh, Ellen, could I ask you a question? I got a tough job, a dirty job maybe, that I need a very special teacher for. Now, I think it's going to start off campus, maybe 5 hours a day. It could be the most thankless job anybody ever did. But maybe, possibly, I don't know this, but if things break right, it could be great. Now, I know how you feel about advisory. I'm specifically not asking you, but if you have any ideas... Hey, Mike! No, I won't, man. It's pretty late. It's after 11. Hey, how's it going?
I don't know if it's what you want.
Oh, doesn't matter. Is it what you want?
I don't...
It's okay. As long as it's ready by opening day, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, I know you are. I'll get out of here. I'll let you work. You got 1 week?
Yeah.
Hey, guys! I love the first day of school, yes!
There goes that maniac again, driving down Main Street.
God, I hate the first day of school.
All right, hey, Simon. Whoa! New shoes, Simon. You gotta get them dirty, man. Hey, Marie. How's your mom?
Now be a good boy, sweetheart. You come home right after. I want to hear all about it.
How are you? Welcome back. Good year. Good to see you. All right, JT. Come to my office later. I got something to show you. Truly neat. You'll really like it. Hey, Henry. Welcome back. All right. Laurie, how was your summer? Hey, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Hi. Big year this year. Big year. All right. Hey, guys, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I am very glad to see all of you here. School looks a little different, no? That's because a lot of you came in over the summer and you worked hard. Students and teachers, custodians, thank you very much. Now, before you go to your first advisory, I have a special treat for you. Celebrate the first day back. Mike Kelly has painted a mural for the school. He worked on it all summer. It's his alone. I haven't seen it. I don't think anybody's seen it, right? Well, I want to see it now. So whenever you're ready, let's do it.
Steve?
What do you say? How long before the little bastards trash it?
By the end of the day.
Huh? Give me a buck. Ellen, want in on the pool? What do you say? How long's it gonna last?
Yeah. Well, at least you were. Morning. Morning. Incredible, man. Hey, look, I was just talking to Mrs. Wyman, and she wants to know if you can help her teach art to the younger kids, third period. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great.
All right, here we go, you lucky juniors.
You back in school now to stay?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good.
All right, everybody grab a hat. Grab hats over there. Gladys, bring the camera and come on in here. All right, sombrero right there. Beautiful. Okay, everybody got a hat? All right. Welcome to Dr. Littky's advisory. You lucky people are going to meet with me every day until the day you graduate.
Graduating from this place?
All right, we all got it? Gladys, you ready? Everybody, smile. We're going to record this for posterity. Here we go. Great. Okay. Sit down. Let's hear from you. Somebody talk. Here we go. Come on, or it'll be a long 2 years.
Can we talk about just anything?
Sure, anything.
That painting's so great. I'd give anything if I could do something like that.
Well, you can. It's just a question of finding out what.
I know what you want to do. Go to college.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. My brother works part-time when there's work at the tannery, and my mom works at a pizza place over in Keene. She's been a waitress since she was 16. Neither of them finished high school. I'm not going to college.
I don't even want to be here. I'm 16 now, so maybe tomorrow I won't show up. No one can make me.
My mother would kill me if I didn't show up.
Yeah, she would, too.
All right, who else wants to go to college? Raise your hand. Janie, why?
Just to learn.
Huh? Arthur?
Just to get away.
Oh, hi. Take a seat right over there. I guess you all know why you're here and not in school.
Yeah, because we're the baddest kids at Thayer.
You're too dumb to see the sun shining.
No, David.
That's what my mom says.
I can't even read a kindergarten book, so I know I'm done.
You're here because you all flunked at least twice in regular school, which means we weren't doing a very good job of teaching you. So we want to see if you can learn better here. And if you do, as soon as we can, we'll get you back in school with everyone else. We're going to start with reading. Is there anybody here who really likes to read? Well, this is my favorite book in the whole world, Huckleberry Finn. It's about a boy your own age, give or take. Most of your parents have probably read this book. Put away the comic book, Billy. Not in class. Okay, now some of your copies say that they were written by Mark Twain, and some say that they were written by Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Does anybody know who Samuel Clemens is?
Is he related to Roger Clemens?
Who?
You don't know who Roger Clemens is? Red Sox? Boy.
I don't think they're related. This Clemens wrote Huckleberry Finn 100 years ago.
100 years?
Yep.
Well, what are we supposed to read it for?
Well, just because it was written a long time ago doesn't mean you can't enjoy it now.
You can't read it anyway. There's no pictures.
No, boys, no. You are not here to fight. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Take your places. All right, let's open our books to page 1. And, Sean, you start at the beginning.
You don't know about me. You have read a book by the name of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. But that ain't no matter. That book was made by Mr. Mark Twain, and he told the truth, mainly. There was things which he stretched, but mainly he told the truth. That is nothing.
Very good, Sean. Billy, would you keep going?
The next word's I, dummy. The shortest word in the English language.
That's not necessary. No. Boys, no. Stop that. You're not here to fight. No, stop it. Stop it!
We have nothing against him personally, just because we may not agree. I know he's from Detroit or New York or somewhere, and very modern in his ideas, and that's his rate. But Angus, there are some things that do concern me. One, tell them about advisory, Arthur.
It's in the morning before school.
He has the children in there talking to each other and the teachers about their families, their thoughts, their secrets, even their dreams. Now, that's not his business, Angus. I don't want him being Arthur's psychiatrist or his friend or anything like that. I don't want him knowing what happens in my house. I am not ashamed of a thing I do in this world. But my business is mine, just as yours is yours. And another thing, he's a little too free with his hands to suit me.
He's telling a lot of kids they don't have to go to school with the others. They go to the Congregationalist Church Hall every morning.
Is the school paying for that?
I assume so. And some of the other kids aren't going to class in the afternoon, but are getting jobs in town for school credit. Isn't that right, Arthur?
Well, yeah, but,
Less time in school, less they're going to learn. It seems clear to me. I'm not saying we should do anything, Angus. I just want to make sure that we're paying attention.
Hi.
Hi, Doc.
You going to the church? Hop in.
How's it going?
You were right. It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm a good teacher. I've always been a good teacher.
Ellen, you...
Nothing I'm doing with these kids works. I'm not getting through to them. And there's one kid.
Billy.
He's going to kill somebody in that class someday.
You want me to give him to somebody else?
No. Just make it their problem.
You want to give up the class?
I want to make it work.
Are these kids interested in anything?
The Red Sox, the Celtics, comic books.
All right, comic books.
Don't be late, Miss Krieger.
Comic books. Thanks for the lift.
Morning, how you doing? Wait up! Hey guys, how are you? Heard about your poem. Keep it up, that's great.
Thanks, Doc.
Morning. Gentlemen, good to see you. Hi. Yo! Yes! All right. Hey, Laurie, I figured it out.
Like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about?
As long as you don't mind doing something seriously hard, okay?
Look, I know I'm dumb, but...
A terrific thing that you're going to do this year. Now, you told me you like kids, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. If you're interested, come see me second period and put the cigarette out.
I'm not in school yet.
You're on the grounds, put it out.
Sir.
Dr. Littky?
Yeah.
My mom wants to speak to you.
Right now?
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
That's all right, don't worry about it. Hi, good morning. Hi, Miss Bennett. Arthur said you want to talk to me?
Imagine how it might feel to murder a cat. Describe how it feels to vomit. Using good taste. Write about going to the bathroom. Did you know about this?
No. What is it?
What Mr. Gregory assigned Arthur's class for homework. I think it's disgusting. What do you think?
I think Mr. Gregory is an inspirational and highly imaginative teacher who, in this case, if this is the assignment, I think this is too imaginative. It's an inappropriate assignment.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'll talk to him about it today.
And say?
Mrs. Bennett, that has to be between Mr. Gregory and me. But I don't think you'll have to be concerned it'll happen again, okay?
May I have that back, please? I'm going to keep this. I may not be done with it yet.
Well, this is the first time since the third grade that the principal stopped by and told me to go stand in the corner. I don't think I'm enjoying it any more now than I did then.
It was an inappropriate assignment, Ellen.
Well, you're the one who told us to get the kids to think and feel for themselves. You're the one who said, don't be afraid to use your imagination.
This is a high school, for God's sake. We have limits.
Your exact words, I believe, about how you wanted us to teach these kids were, the sky is the limit.
And you think that doesn't mean you have to use good judgment?
So, where exactly does this leave us?
It leaves us exactly where we were. I think you're a wonderful teacher. One of the best in the school, one of the best I've ever seen. I wish I were in your class myself. Where else is it going to leave us?
I can still use my imagination.
I'd be mad if you don't.
Nobody's gonna keep me here if I don't want to be here. Not my father, not Dr. Littky, no one.
So leave then if you want, man. It's not like it's any better out there.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I got a big announcement to make. So stop the presses, hold everything, call Channel 6. We got our first honor roll student. Congratulations, Janie Quinn.
All right.
I hate this place. She's always on my back.
Well, tell her.
You don't know. You don't know anything. You don't know how it is being dumb.
He's not dumb, he's smart. The problem is his temper. He can't control himself.
What do you say about that, Billy?
I'm not smart. Everybody knows it.
Miss Krieger says you are.
Everybody else tells me how dumb I am.
That makes you mad, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. It would make me mad, too. But if you get mad, they're going to keep on doing it just to pull your chain. You want that to happen?
No.
No. I'm going to try to make you mad, Billy. And you're going to respond however it is you respond. And then afterwards, we're going to step back and try to figure out why you got mad. And maybe figure out a better way for you to handle your anger, okay?
You're going to try to make me mad. But you won't mean the things you say?
That's right. Yeah, like I'm going to say, you're an idiot, Billy.
What?
I said you're an idiot. Why can't you answer one simple question right, Billy? You know, dumb kids shouldn't be in class with regular kids. Why can't you ever listen to the teacher and do what she says? Why can't you ever get it right the first time? Why can't you ever get it right the second time?
I'm going to kill you!
Billy?
Nobody talks to me like that.
It's all right.
Nobody gets away with calling me an idiot.
It's all right. It's okay.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Go on. Let it out. Okay, and calm yourself.
What do you think happened?
I let Dr. Littky get to me.
All right. Now, could you feel that feeling of anger coming up in you? Could you feel it?
Yeah.
All right, and if you felt that again, would you recognize it?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
You okay?
I think so.
Now, when that feeling comes up, here's a white card. I want you to hold up this white card when you're in class. Miss Krieger will know what it means, and she'll let you go outside.
But what happens if I'm not in class?
I don't know. We'll worry about that tomorrow, all right? Good guy.
I'll walk you home, Billy. Just wait outside a second, okay?
Night.
Night, Billy.
Night, Miss Krieger.
You know, he's really not a bad kid. He learned about hitting at home. His father's out of work, drinks, and he hits Billy. Think we could help him?
We're gonna try. Thanks, Laurie.
Thanks. Bye. Good night.
It's just another day in paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should get started.
And I saw one of the teachers buying comic books for the kids. Ellen Krieger. Comic books.
I want you all to hear what Arthur has to say. Go ahead, Arthur. Stand up. Now tell them about the film that Mr. Gregory made you look at.
It, was about this guy, Harvey Milk.
And what was he?
He was, this politician.
And what else was he?
He was a, homosexual.
And what did Mr. Gregory assign you to write about tonight after you saw the film?
Why some people don't like homosexuals.
You should know this was 2 days after Dr. Littky promised me that this wouldn't happen again. Now, Angus, what do you think about all this?
I'm troubled. The teacher shouldn't be teaching that.
I don't think the people in town know what's happening here. And I think it's time that they did.
You cut your hair, right?
3 days ago.
Yeah. I've been leaving early in the morning before you got up.
And coming home at night after I was asleep.
Asleep. Right. I think I noticed you cut your hair out. I screwed it up, Ellie. I'm sorry.
You warned me. You said you'd give the job everything you had.
You mad?
No. Lonely.
I miss New York. I miss my friends, my sister, my music teacher, guys I used to play with. And for the last 3 months, I've missed you. I don't want to leave while it's dark. Can I stay till morning?
Yeah, sure. Anything you want.
Would you mind sleeping on the couch tonight?
We don't have a couch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd sleep in the bathtub, but we don't have a bathtub either.
All right, Janie's going to be Juliet. Who'll be Romeo? We need a volunteer.
Steve, come on, Stevie, go.
Come on, Stephen. Stephen. Stand over there. Now imagine, this is a balcony 10 feet high. And you can see her, but she can't see you. Janie, you start.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?
Shh.
Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though, not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
You will learn natural science by analyzing rock and soil samples and by making an environmental study of this proposed building site. You will learn math by measuring your materials and drawing up blueprints as accurate as any architect's. And by the end of the school year, you will have built an historically correct, environmentally safe post and beam barn with mortise and tenon joints, fastened with wooden pegs. Does anybody know what I just said? Praise be. Thought I just talked myself out of a job. Let's go.
Here, in a small, downtrodden New Hampshire town, an innovative principal is starting to make waves. Consider this. Last year, 270 of Thayer High School's 320 students received at least one F for failure. Some people might say, with a record like that, Thayer High School was beyond hope. But not Dr. Dennis Littky.
Come on, Dennis,
In
you're
this,
on.
just his first year on the job, while keeping with the school's basic focus on academics, math, science, literature, languages, he's initiated imaginative new programs that are appropriate to rural poverty. Here, students are combining over half a dozen courses while building an authentic post and beam barn. Tell me, Dr. Littky, what you've accomplished so far and what lies ahead.
I haven't accomplished anything, but the students have accomplished a great deal, and as to what lies ahead, that's up to them and to the teachers.
Thank you. I'm Myra Sexton. We're in Winchester, New Hampshire.
Now, that's a real one-man success story, isn't it, Myra?
It's really amazing, Jack. You have to be there to feel the spirit. What I got from Dr. Littky was, when he took over as principal, one of the worst things about the town of Winchester, and Thayer High in particular, was people's self-image. They just didn't believe in their town or their school. I mean, it really is downtrodden. It's easy to see now Dr. Littky is single-handedly doing everything he can to change that. One semester, and he's already got grades and attendance way up.
Great job, Myra. Now, don't go away, folks.
That was terrible. Made me sound like the great white father come to save the ignorant heathen. I hope nobody saw it.
Didn't sound like she was quoting you, Dennis.
Well, it did to me.
It was just her interpretation.
I thought your Harvey Milk assignment was great, Ellen.
Really? Who told you? Some parent trembling with rage at what you allow to go on here?
I don't mind taking heat as long as I think you're right.
I wonder if they saw tonight's news on Krypton where your parents come from.
Littky was just on television telling the whole world what he's doing to single-handedly save our downtrodden town. Who does he think he is?
Well, I'm hearing it everywhere, Angus. I mean, there's a lot of people in town don't like this man. Move over. Move over, Arthur. Well, the way he looks, the way he dresses, the way he's trying to steer our children. I've been thinking. There's a school board election coming up. If we could get a couple new people on the board, we might be able to solve our problem with Mr. Littky very quickly. Why don't we meet tomorrow and start talking about that?
You're late.
I have to take somebody to the bus station. Why aren't you at the church?
School assembly in the gym.
What school assembly? What's up?
You'll see.
It was less than nothing is what it was. I gotta hope none of you had seen it, actually.
You're stuck!
Look! I know who turned this school around. I know that on our first standardized test scores, we are up an average of a grade and a half. And I know who's responsible for that. And I just want to say to each and every one of you who has made this the great school that it is, students and teachers alike, go to advisory. Come on, get out of here. Hey, Janie, stick around a second. I want to talk to you.
Later, man.
Now, if you stay on honor roll for the next 2 semesters, which I take to be a foregone conclusion, not only are you going to college, but you have a full scholarship. What's the matter?
I'm not going to college. I'm pregnant.
What are you going to do, sweetheart?
I won't have an abortion. I just won't.
I want her to have the baby.
I'm just gonna drop out.
Oh, no dropping out.
If anybody drops out, it's me. You're the smart one.
I'll help, honey.
Yeah, everybody at Thayer will help.
Nobody at Thayer will talk to me. Not even my friends who know. They think I'm disgusting. I'm not gonna go through that.
All right. What can we do about that? We can solve that problem.
Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever say that things are too hard. That they can't be fixed.
I thought you had a dream.
Right. College.
Come on. We got smart people in this room. Let's figure this out. Let's do something.
They will, too. They'll be just brutal to her. In school and in town, both. I've seen it happen.
We're living in the 20th century, for God's sake.
And we're in small town New England.
A girl gets pregnant. It happens. I can't believe they're that backward up here.
We are not backward at all. We are different from you. We have our own values, and we've had them for hundreds of years. Did you ever think maybe the trouble is you're too fast for Winchester? Some people here think that, you know. You frighten some of the people here, Dennis. They see you as the Pied Piper, come to lure their children away from them with all these wonderful choices. You know, maybe if you just shave off your beard, more people here would accept you.
I don't think I look very good without a beard. You know why I grew the beard? A long time ago? My mom told me to grow it. I swear. She said I looked too young. Nobody would take me seriously if I didn't have a beard. Now I don't know how seriously I'd take me without it, so...
I just want to say hello for a minute there. Okay, turn the heater on, all right, sweetheart? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We think John and Joan are shoo-ins, don't you?
Well, if nobody lets up, 2 more weeks to the election.
Harriet tells me that she and her husband are going to vote for them, and Bert and I are, too. So.
Good. We are.
4 more. Good. Well,
Yeah.
6.
Want to drive?
Oh, why are you so against him? Been on the phone all day long for months. Speaking to people every time you get the chance.
It's not just me, darling. It's a lot of us. Just because he's a good entertainer doesn't mean he's a good principal.
I don't think he's so bad.
You better go, darling. I've got pot roast in the oven.
Hey, the school board will come to order. First, I'd like to welcome our 2 new members, Joan Fielding and John Cooper. We're very glad to have you with us. I'd like to ask Assistant Superintendent McCarthy if he's got a motion you'd like to make.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Delp. I move that Dr. Littky's contract as principal of Thayer High School be renewed for another year.
I call for the vote.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, before you do, I'd just like to say that as an educator and a human being, Dennis Littky is the most generous and caring person I know. He's been a wonderful principal. Best thing that ever happened to this town. I just want that on the record.
Thank you, Beth. All those in favor of the motion for Dr. Littky's contract to be renewed for another year? Opposed? I don't vote except to break a tie. The motion fails. Dr. Littky is not rehired. Okay. So, what's on your brilliant little minds this morning?
What's on our minds?
Why are you acting like nothing happened?
Okay. I know something happened, all right? You want to know how I feel? I feel lousy. It's the emptiest feeling I've ever had in my life.
You're not gonna fight this? You're just gonna take it lying down?
You know, you wouldn't let one of us get away with that. The school board isn't God, you know.
Janie, how do you feel about it? What do you think about a person who gives up without a fight? What would you do if you were me?
Fight.
Oh, yeah?
I think anybody who wants something badly enough should fight for it.
Huh. That's interesting.
You know how we all have to do a project for the Up with Thayer Day at the start of school next year? Well, I have kind of an idea. If I could get credit for it, maybe I could come back.
I'd like to hear more about that.
It does raise some interesting legal questions. Were you simply not rehired, or were you in fact fired? Was it for cause, or because someone didn't like that you have a beard? Were you given proper notice? Due process?
Ellen, you know more about the way this town thinks than I ever will. What do you think?
You were fired because they don't like what you're doing at the school. They're wrong.
What could you do about it?
File papers, challenging the board's decision. There'd be a hearing, and if the court agreed with us, you'd be awarded a temporary injunction, allowing you to continue as principal.
For how long?
For as long as the appeal process takes.
What are you worried about?
If I fight, this is a small town. People are going to take sides. There's going to be months of anger. And the town will split apart. Do I want to be responsible for that?
It seems to me that Sheila Bennett and 3 members of the school board will be responsible for that. There is another question, isn't there? What happens to the town, the school? What happens to the kids if you don't fight?
Let's do it.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Want to come over after and help us out with our project for Up with Thayer Day?
Everyone's doing one.
Got my own project.
Really?
With Lori.
What are you guys doing?
Not telling.
Why not?
Don't want anyone thinking I'm dumb if I can't do it.
All right, pal, take care.
Okay.
May I help you, honey? Could I leave a stack of these questionnaires here? Would that be all right?
I don't know. What are they for?
A school project for me. I'm taking a survey.
Honey, where do you get the courage to walk around town like this?
Would it be all right if I left them here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you.
Should unwed teenagers have the same rights as other teenagers? Do you consider pregnant, unwed teenagers to be immoral people? Where is your shame?
Littky put you up to this, didn't he?
Okay, so far so brilliant. All right. On the count of 3. Are we ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Safety first now. Move it up. Good work. Looks like we got it all done before summer vacation. Looking good, people. Looking very good.
All right! All right, way to go! We got it barred!
Dennis? Yeah. All right, let's get some people back here on the ropes, okay? Those of you in front, let's hammer this thing home. I got it. People up front, let's get steady. Let's nail this in.
The court agreed to everything. You can appeal your firing, however long it takes. Until then, you're the principal.
Somebody told me I wasn't wanted. Wouldn't hire a lawyer and sue him. I'd leave. This Littky fella, I may have felt differently about him before, but not now.
If you think it's free defending this lawsuit, think again, my friends. Wait until you see your next property tax bills.
We're going to pass around a sign-up sheet.
And a hat.
Mr. Littky wants to fight for his job. He's going to learn something about who he's fighting with. Up here, more than one side can hire a lawyer. He's going to learn that once an elected body in New Hampshire fires somebody, he stays fired.
To celebrate the first day of school, we now present Doc and the Outpatients!
Back to school, and I don't know why. Back
tell me what it was my teacher just said. His pupils are so dilated, his ego is so inflated, it makes me wanna be sedated. Yes, he does. I'll be climbing up those ivy walls. That's where I'll be. That's where I'll be this fall. Back to school. I know the first day of school. Yeah. Back to school. Yes, I got it in time.
Hey, I was looking for you guys in the gym all day. Where were you?
Lori and Billy have their own project they've been working on all summer.
He wants to show you.
A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Chapter 1. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. For me too, Doc.
This is, without a doubt, the single greatest project anybody has ever done in the history of the school. Maybe in the history of the world.
Our appeal is now with the New Hampshire Supreme Court. Now, it's going to take some time before they rule. So until then, we just sit tight. There's not a lot else we can do.
I don't know. Maybe there is. We've got another school board election coming up this spring. Joe Wininski's seat is up. We already got Beth's vote, and I think we can count on Will's vote to break the tie. So we get a Dennis supporter into Joe's seat, and we've got a 3-2 majority. They vote Dennis back his job.
Wait a minute. Does that work?
All right. Who's going to tie the bell around the cat's neck?
Jean, how about you running? Charlie would kill me. Ellen could run.
Ellen's a good idea. She might win.
She's a teacher. A lot of people had her for English.
Everybody likes her.
Wait a minute. She'd have to resign as teacher.
Let's think about this. If you don't keep your job, there won't be a school worth teaching in.
Ellen, you can't give up your teaching. Please, not on my account.
And you two ladies are neighbors.
36 years. Grew up next door to her. Still live there.
And you're on opposite sides in the school board election? She won't get her facts straight. She believes those liars on the board.
If they bothered to take a look at the facts, they'd see that since Dr. Littky took over, the dropout rate has gone down from 17% to 8%.
Buddy at that school. No wonder the dropout rate is less. Kids don't have to do anything they don't want to. So of course they go to school.
Even when they go to school, they don't go to school. I mean, they go to a play or a museum, that's fine, but a sewage plant?
Well, I never get out of the building anymore. There's always one more kid wants to talk about something. There's always one more idea to kick around. And, hey, I love teaching here.
I think Dennis is great for New York, just not for here.
I remember what it used to be like, the bad old days. I don't ever want to go back to them again.
Spending a lot of money on all sorts of new programs. Where's the money going to come from? If property taxes go up anymore...
$24,564. That's what this school board cost us in legal fees to railroad Dr. Littky out of town. And they talk about fiscal responsibility.
What in the world is this?
Oh. What happened?
I don't know.
It's stuff about Doc.
This is awful. Shows him spying in the girls' bathroom, smoking marijuana.
Who'd want to print this?
I saw it. It's going to go on for a while. Maybe even get worse than this, but then we'll have the election, and I think we're going to win. And then we'll be able to get back to doing what we ought to be doing. When they put that pool together, how long the painting would last? What did you think?
Forever.
Looks like you won.
Let's be seated now. Please, let's all be seated and be quiet so that we can get started. We can't get started until everyone is settled. Thank you. Mrs. Bennett, your opening statement.
Thank you. I do not like what is happening in this town. Children did not used to act this way. There was a time, not so long ago either, when to get an education in Winchester meant to have respect for your elders.
You don't have any respect for Doc.
No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. We did not used to call our principal by his first name. Our principal kept us in school during the day, studying, and didn't let us work in town. Our principal didn't cancel study hall just to suit himself. Our principal didn't allow himself to get too familiar with the children. Our principal enforced a dress code and provided leadership. If you don't think those things are important, you're wrong. They represent values. Now, we don't like it when someone comes into town and says girls can get themselves pregnant and then get credit for it by doing a survey of town attitudes.
Excuse me, that's not right. That was my idea to do the survey, not his. The only thing that Dr. Littky made me realize was that I could stay in school and have my baby. That's all he did. I didn't have to throw my life away. And now I have my baby, and I'm still in school. And I'm very grateful to him for that.
I've been a student at Thayer too, same as you, Sheila. And it's not easier now. It's harder, much harder than when we were there. Graduation requirements have gone up, way up, but more kids are graduating. They work harder than we ever did, and they learn more.
More basics?
Reading, writing, arithmetic, music, art.
Rock and roll.
Everything. I know, it's all new to us, and different, and that makes it frightening. But it's going to make their lives richer. It's going to give them more choices. And isn't that what we want for our kids? Thank you.
We now have a period of time for questions and comments from the floor. Quiet.
I'm just going to clear up a couple things and sit down. Look, I heard it said your property taxes were going to go up. They won't. Not to pay for anything at the school, anyway. Everything we got was given to us by people in Winchester who wanted to support the school. Reverend Jameson let us use the church hall. Ed Whitney gave us the lumber for the barn and so forth. When they built the barn, they were listening to rock and roll. And yes, they were having fun. But they were learning math and science and history and design.
That's what you say now.
I thought, Myron, I think that if we make learning interesting and exciting and fun, they'll learn more.
I learned more building that barn than anything I did in school. Sure, it was fun, but it was hard, too.
That's right.
If Doc hadn't started that apprenticeship program, I wouldn't be in school. I wouldn't have a job waiting for me when I graduated.
Ma, can't you see? We're learning so much more.
No, I do not see. What I see is shocking and frightening. What Dr. Littky is doing has nothing to do with better education. He has started a cult of personality here, and you children are too young to see it. Charismatics command a following. Humanists start in the school. That's where they teach, in the schools. They teach people, they teach children to have new values. Well, here in Winchester, we will not have schools allowing our children to do things that their parents won't permit.
Kids could have voted.
It's 7 o'clock. Voting is now over. Please close the doors. Yeah, bring your tally sheets over here, please, folks.
You may open the ballot box now.
We won by a landslide.
Victoria, can you see your mommy?
And I wish for all my classmates that we push ourselves beyond what we believe to be our limits, and that we lead a happy and fulfilling life. I'm proud to be a member of the Thayer High School graduating class. I can't believe I'm actually graduating.
Scott Tinsdale. Arthur Bennett. Suzanne Ray.
face overcome the rest at the back of my head. Perhaps you can tell me what it was my teacher just said. His pupils are so dilated, his ego is so inflated, it makes me wanna be sedated. Yes, he does. I'll be climbing up those ivy walls. That's where I'll be. That's where I'll be the star.